Hey guys, okay, so sorry if the angle is weird somehow, some way. I think it's still gonna work, but we're kind of makeshift tripod today because I had two tripods. Both of them, I think both of them were gifts. Yeah, both of them were gifts. Well, they just both broke, so such a bummer. So anyway, we're making do, we're still gonna do it, and today we are going to try the Sheglam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. Now I've got a bunch of samples, which makes me love Sheglam so much because foundation samples, you don't have to buy the full bottle of foundation only to find out that it's the wrong shade, wrong finish, wrong for you, just in every way. You can get a sample and try it out that way. The next one I have is going to be the Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation samples as well. And honestly, I feel like the matte one is gonna be better for me because invariably I will become a oily grease ball by the end of the day if I use a glowy or hydrating foundation. Usually, I mean, I can't think of one off the top of my head that didn't do that to me, but the last Sheglam foundation that I tried was the Skinfluencer Full Coverage Foundation Balm, which is this one, which it was nice, but again, too much moisture for my skin. And by the end of the day with that one, even being powdered well, I was still very greasy by the end of the day. Now I did try it again on another day and it was a tad less greasy by the end of the day. I don't know why. I got nothing for you. So the fact remains that it's not a terrible foundation, especially if you have dry skin. All right, but today we're talking about this one, and I've got the shade Fair, the shade Shell, the shade Nude, the shade Warm Vanilla, and the shade Honey. I will show you them in just a second. Just fan them all out like a deck of cards, you know what I'm saying? Well, here we go. See that? Now, I feel like this one is Shell, and I feel like that is going to be the shade for me because I got the shade Shell in the Skinfluencer one. So, and that was a really good shade for me. So I'm gonna try it. I know like on the package, it's looking like a little orangey, but I'm gonna call that peachy because I'm a little bit peachy. And you know what was so weird? Like you have to be careful with the Sheglam website. I will mention this. I think I meant to get the samples of the Skinfluencer foundation, but I got the samples and the full size. So I don't know what I did, but it was kind of weird because it wouldn't show up in your cart. You would put it in your cart and then it wouldn't show up. And then like when you refresh the page or what, I don't know what happened. Like I went back and then finally it would show up and then I ended up like removing stuff from my cart, adding stuff to my cart, having to remove it again and add it. And so I don't know what happened. So be very careful when you check out that everything you want is in your cart and nothing that you don't want is not in your cart, which seems pretty like standard run-of-the-mill online shopping, but somehow I ended up with all these samples and the full size. I don't know. So I will probably end up giving these away to people that want to try it or what have you, friends of mine, as the case may be. But today, again, we're talking about this one, so let's do it. Okay, and this is kind of neat. Like you open it here and then it has like a little spout right there. So I kind of like that for good packaging for sample size products. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand first. Might be too dark, honestly. And the next, I don't have anything lighter. This one says Fair, but I mean, shall we check it? Let's just check it. I just don't want to, it's a waste already. I don't want to waste these samples. No, this is way orangey looking. They're pretty similar, honestly. Yeah, the Fair one is a little bit lighter. I'm gonna try the Fair one, I think. Yeah. Which is a waste of the Shell, but you know, what are you gonna do? Just get that on. Yeah, I think that's, oops, that's a little bit of the Shell, so let's take that off. Hold on one sec. Okay, so you can kind of see like the texture of it, very thin formula. It's supposed to be hydrating, so we'll just see. All right, I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics number 3 brush. Is BH Cosmetics out of business, you guys? Like, I feel like I saw that. Like they shut down, went out of business, something like that. I don't know. It's a shame, really. They had decent products. Okay, so far it's looking really nice, very skin-like, very natural looking. And I'll double check some claims in just a second. Oh yeah. Decent coverage looks like. All right, let's check some claims, shall we? Just Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. That doesn't really give me any claims. I'll put them in the description, okay? I will say that it's looking really nice so far. It doesn't feel too tacky, a little bit, but not too bad. Oh yeah, it looks real pretty. It doesn't look too glowy. Like, this is about the right amount of glow for me. Like, I don't want anything glowier than this. So let's just even out, shall we? And then I will come back probably the rest of my makeup on. Yeah, it feels nice too. Very thin feeling, natural looking. This might be a good one. All right, I'll come back with the rest of my makeup done and we'll talk about it. All right, so we're back with the full face on. Now, I think I like this one better than the balm. The coverage is good. It's looking good on my skin. It's looking very natural. I've got the powder on as well, so it's a little bit softened down. The shade is good. So that's the shade Fair, which I like better than the shade Shell for this one. This one and the shade Shell was a perfect match. So this is the, again, Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. So if I had to choose between these two, I personally would choose this one. This one I liked simply because of ease of application. Something about a balm foundation or a compact type foundation for me has always been very simple. And then I don't know what it is about a liquid foundation, but it just doesn't seem as easy as a compact type of foundation. If you have drier skin, you might like this one better, but I'm liking the coverage of this. It's just looking really pretty on my skin. And so yeah, and I will also say, as a side note, I used the Sheglam Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour in the crease of my eye today, and it looks so beautiful. It's like the most natural looking, yet still there's something, we just don't know what it is. Very pretty in the crease of your eye and easy to blend out. Really nice, like Sheglam, y'all. We are talking about Sheglam today, but yeah. So if I had to choose, I would choose this foundation over this one. But that's with me and my very hyper, it went out of my mind. Hyper combination skin is what I'm talking about. But this is not catching on any of my dry patches. It's not making me look overly glowy. There is glow, like, I mean, even aside from, this is my blush, but even aside from the blush, there is a little bit of glow from this foundation. So I don't know what to say, except for it's looking good so far. First impression, I like it. Okay, I will of course wear it for the rest of the day and update my thoughts in the description below. I'll put anything else that I can think of in the description, so if you guys are wanting to know, have any questions or whatever, check there. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.